See the module 5. We have moved to the module 5. We have 3 chapters. In the chapters, we have look into the chapter 5. The chapter 5 name is Syntax Directed Translation. Okay. In the syntax directed translation, and this we have to study what is SDD, syntax directed definition. So this is called syntax directed definition. Second one is evaluation order of SDT. It's a general, it is a syntax directed definition. Third one, application of syntax directed translation. Okay, these are the topic we have to study it in this chapter. We'll not go look into the more on this. Just these are the 3 points: 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3. So it is come under. We know the first phase of compiler design. That is your lexical analysis. Lexical analysis produce an output in the form of token that is given as an input for syntax analysis. It will construct output as a parse tree. See, this parse tree is given as an input for the semantic analysis. The semantic analysis it will use for type checking, and it will make it as another type of tree. It is called annotated tree. Output of this is annotated tree. See this how to construct annotated trees. The annotated trees contains every attributes. For example, E derives E plus T is my production. See then if we are constructing normally E derives see E plus T as a parse tree for that one. For now the parse tree contain, say this is called grammar symbol. For example, E have T derived ID. See now T can be written as ID. See now the production can contain both terminal and non-terminals. Now onwards we called as in grammar symbols. The grammar symbol is nothing but it have both terminal and non-terminal, and that is called as a grammar symbol. In the definition we are using the grammar symbol. See the grammar symbol, for every grammar symbol it have its own attributes. So if you have it contains the attribute, then also the corresponding value also. See that type of tree is called as an annotated tree. See how to represent attributes. See, for example, I am taking, see, every attributes can be represented by the subscript of your grammar symbol. See, I am taking as in val. See, VAN. So, you can take any variable for English letter. Either it can be 1, 2, 3, 4. The maximum 4 bit you can write it. See, if you can take A also for any grammar symbol T dot A, then T is a grammar symbol and A is an attribute. So, you can take T dot AB. It is also T is a grammar symbol, AB is an attribute. See, we are not talking about what type of attribute. Just I am telling what is an attribute. See, I can take T. We are using val. See, val is a variable. Val I am mentioning as a value is an attribute of T. Or we are using somewhere T dot SYN. See then SYN also can take is for easy conversation. I am taking SYN is a synthesized attribute. We told there are 2 types of attributes are there. See that attribute one is synthesized attribute. The second one is inherited attributes. These are the attributes will be used in the construction of your syntax directed translation. See, normally we told it this is my grammar symbol. So if you, whenever you want to use synthesize attribute, normal representation in your textbook, we are using SYN. See, or else you can use anything. See, just as for the observation, if you write it SYN, it's a synthesize attribute. Some of the textbook and some of the problem, I can also use VAL also. So anything, but you should be writing one note. I am taking VAL as a synthesize attribute. I am taking SIN as a synthesize attribute. See, normally whenever you require inherited attributes, it should be represented as a INH. INH indicates your inherited attributes. So you can also use anything, but normal representatives preferably you are using synthesize as SYN, and IN is for the inherited attributes. See, this is for every grammar symbol can contain in the subscript as a these three letters representation of the attributes. See, attributes can be any type. See, we can have a string type, it can have a number type, it can have an array type, it can have a structure type. So these are the different types of attribute. As of now for our syllabus, we are using only the string type of attributes. That string type of attributes can be represented as these are the example for that. After that, see then what we call this an attributes over. Let me move on to what do you mean by syntax directed translation. See, we get what is syntax directed translation for the beginning of your chapter definition. See, with the normally we called as what? SDT, syntax directed translation. What is translation? Syntax directed translation is done by, say, I'm transferring from one form to another form. See how I am transferring, how can I do it for your semantic analyzer? What are all the works can be done in semantic analyzer is, see, this is called as a syntax directed translation is done by, there are two parts I am doing. One is attaching rules. This is the first part. I am attaching the rules, or I am attaching program fragments to production. I am attaching rules to the production, or I am attaching program fragments to the production in a grammar. It is called as a syntax directed translation. That is what semantic analyzer work. See, there are two tasks you are doing. One is we are attaching the rules. See, whenever for every production, so for every production, if you attaching separately for the rules for that, see, this attaching the rules we called as an syntax directed definition. Syntax directed definition. See, then where for every production we are writing some program fragments. See, the program fragments, see, the SDD is, for example, I am taking for E derives E plus T is my production. I have to write a column. See, this is called as a production, and this is for your semantic rule. See, I am attaching separately for how to evaluate. For this is for your arithmetic operation, right? Then I want to write attributes for that. I am automatic E dot val is equal to E dot val plus T dot val. See, this is I'm attaching rules to the first production. See, I'm separate column. I'm doing as a rules how to evaluate this expression. So to evaluate, I'm attaching the attributes, including that I'm writing an additional operation for this. See, if we write like this, then it is called SDD, syntax directed definition. See, what will be program fragments? See, instead of I'm writing a separate rule for that, see, I'm writing as, for example, you take E derives E plus T. See, then I am writing print plus. See, I am writing like this. See, I am writing for the postfix. The E plus T. After that, I have to print plus. It will say I am not writing any separate column here. See, this is your head of the production, the body of the production. Body of the production. After the body of the production, I am writing a some rules for that one. I am writing some program fragments. It's what action can be done. See, that is called as a program fragment. I want to do postfix. I am reading ET and plus after E, after T, I want to print that one. See, for that, I am writing within flower bracket. Anything can be write within the flower bracket. It is called as a program fragments. See, this is called as syntax directed translation scheme. Okay, whenever you are attaching program fragments to any of the production, it is called SDT scheme, syntax directed translation scheme. But syntax directed translation scheme is not in your syllabus. It is come under 5.4. See, we are not going to that parts. See, these program fragments can be attached in any way. For example, E derives, you can write here also. Then you can write E plus T. See, just I am taking for that. E plus T is one example. See, program fragments can be write anywhere in the production's body, either in the beginning or in the between. See that. See, program fragments can be attached anywhere in the production's body. No need to write separate column in that one. See, that is depends upon the application of your program. What type of problems it is given. According to that, I am writing a program fragments for that. That is called as a SDT scheme. Okay, it is come under 5.4. See, now don't worry about that. See, we are giving only what is syntax directed definition. See, as of now, we have to study only the syntax directed definition. See, I think we will get a clear idea about what is syntax directed translation. There are two things can be done. One is attaching the rules. If you want to attach a rule, you are writing separate column. I am writing for the rules for that one. That is for attaching a rules, or I am writing a program fragment. The program fragments can be done within the curly braces anywhere in the production's body, either in the beginning or in the middle or in the after the production body. It is called as a syntax directed scheme forward. Let me move on to the next one. So then what is SDD? So mainly you have to concentrate in this topic is what is SDD. This is a very, very important definition. Yesterday I already told for the definition. So the definition is called carries for the 2 marks. A syntax directed definition is a context free grammar. Together with it contains what is there? Attributes also there, as well as rules also there. Syntax directed definition is a context free grammar together with attributes and rules. So you already know what is attributes. Every grammar symbol, it have its own attributes. Attributes are associated with the grammar symbol and rules are associated with the productions. See what production I am writing? There I am attaching the for rules. For example, E derives E star T. See, this is my production. How to write for your SDD? I have to write attributes also write it. Then how to write for attributes? Every grammar symbol, I have to write a production. See, I am writing the attributes for all the grammar symbol. After, I have to write a rules for that one. How to write rules? This is for doing multiplication operation while writing rules. Instead of star, I am modified as a multiplication symbol. It indicates for these production, I am writing a semantic rule for the productions has E dot value is equal to E dot value into T dot value. The into is your multiplication operator. You should be changed like this for the multiplication operator. This is the rules. How to evaluate this? This is nothing but we are inside, we are doing an operation as a multiplication. See, this process is called syntax directed definition. You clear your definition? A syntax directed definition is a context free grammar together with attribute and rules. Attributes is what? Attributes are associated with the grammar symbol. We called as an E as what? Grammar symbol. Attributes are associated with the grammar symbol, and then the rules are associated with the production. The rules are associated with the productions. Okay, now then what is type of attributes? Let me move on to the types of attributes. The types of attributes, there are two types. One is synthesized attribute, the second one is inherited attributes. Okay, then what do you mean by synthesized attributes? See, yesterday I gave a definition for the synthesized attribute. Let me take with an example, synthesized attributes. Very important for all the definition for the exam purpose. It's a 2 marks question. A synthesized attribute at node n. See, don't write. I think if you are already written, a synthesized attribute at node n is defined only in terms of attributes values
आठ बजे से अरे 8 बजे से यार गलत देख रहे हो आप
children of n and at n itself. See, this is the definition. The read properly. A synthesized attribute at node n is defined only in terms of attributes of values at the children of n, and n itself. You can take an example. For example, E derives E plus T. Okay, T derives ID. Okay, this is my simple example I am taking to define your synthesized attribute. See how to construct your parse tree. How to construct your parse tree? For E derives E plus T. Assume you have a input for ID plus ID. See, this is your input. Input is 2 plus 3 now. See, this ID can be represented as a number. The number can be 2 plus 3. See, I want to construct parse tree for 2 plus 3. See how to construct parse tree for 2 plus 3? Now E derives E plus T. What is the next step? What is the next step? Akshay?
Ma'am?
What is the next step? I want to construct parse tree for 2 plus 3 using this grammar.
We have to tokenize this. Ma'am, we have to remove the left recursion.
No. Don't forget all the things. You don't come here. Just construct your parse tree. That's all. Don't take all those things. Okay, this is for only for semantic analysis. Whatever your grammar given, you don't know all the things, you forget about. Just construct normal. Is head of the production E derives E plus T, and I want to get to 2, right? The first one input is 2. How to derive 2? I want to get E will be replacing by T. You take it RT. E will be replacing by T. Again, T is again non-terminal. T is replacing by what?
ID, ma'am.
Number.
ID
I have a
ma'am.
2 option. ID or number I gave it. Can I take number? Okay,
Yes,
now this T is replacing by?
Number or ID?
Yes,
Number.
both are, because number I gave it. See, this is called parse tree. You had to remove from your mind. No, don't take anything. Just you have to consider the parse tree. Whatever the production is given, for that production, you just write a parse tree. Okay, don't apply left recursion, don't apply left factoring. The exam production is given, just write the production parse tree. Okay, but while taking I will tell you what type of production you have to take it. For this is okay, the parse tree.
Yes,
So the
ma'am.
same parse tree I will write in the big format. E derives E plus T, T derives T derives num, and T derives num. Okay, na? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt? No. Okay. See, now I have to start evaluation. What is the answer of 2 plus 3? You're giving input for 2 plus 3. What is the answer for the computer?
5, ma'am.
5 will get it. See, this is what I have to do evaluations. See, semantic analyzer will do a rules for the evaluation. See, syntax tree, it will construct a syntax tree. It is called a syntax tree. Yes or no? See, this is called syntax tree. As per your module 2, we call as a syntax tree or parse tree. See, every node it have its own data type and every node it have its own value. See, now I have to assign values for each grammar symbol. Then I have to write evaluation for my parse tree. So the evaluation of my parse tree is called as an your annotated tree. See, I have to, what is the function of SDT? I will do it. See, now can you tell what is number? Number is a terminal symbol or non-terminal symbol.
Terminal, ma'am.
Okay. Who will be give the terminal values? What is the function of your lexical analysis? The lexical analysis is the tokenize it, and the lexical values are passed to syntax analysis, right? Each token value is be given from where? Lexical analysis. Is it right?
Yes,
This is the first phase, right? See, when I'm start scan your input, see, I got 2. The 2 is as a type of number. It was stored in the token. The token it is stored as a, it is type is number, and the corresponding number is what? Corresponding number is what? 2.
2.
Okay, now, any doubt? The corresponding number 2. See, this is passed on to my token. For that, I am creating a attribute. See, now carefully observe. I am assigning attributes for the token for the terminal symbol. See, all the tokens are any problem. Keep it in my note. Any problem, all the tokens values are given by the lexical analyzer. Because of that, attribute can be represented as lex value. What is the name of the attribute? They have to, it is not synthesized, it is not inherited. It is a common, we call as a lex value. The lex value is an attribute. So the first time it's given by where? Who will be given?
Will be
Lexical analysis.
Lexical analysis.
lexical
What
analysis.
value? What value is sent? What value is it stored in the table? The value of that is what?
2, ma'am.
2. Please listen. Any doubt? No. See,
No,
okay.
ma'am.
Do you have any other terminal symbol in the parse tree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is that one?
Num.
Now,
Another
see,
num.
it is also terminal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the name of the attributes?
Lex val.
Very good. It is the lex value. What is the value of this one? You see the grammar.
It is 3, ma'am.
Very good. See, now any doubt now?
Ma'am,
In these steps, yeah.
we can give a same that is lex value, that same number for any all terminal
Yeah,
symbols.
all the terminal you should be use lex value only.
Okay.
Value should be different, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But the token name, attributes name should be lex value only. Clear? Any doubt?
Okay.
Shall we move on to the next step?
Yes, ma'am.
Carefully observe. See, now I want to evaluate my T. So T is what? Terminal or non-terminal?
Non-terminal, ma'am.
So T is non-terminal, is it right? Yes, true. See, how to evaluate T? T is dependent on what? I want to calculate what is T. Yes or no? Yes. What is the value of T now? Pratiksha, what is the value of T? How to calculate T? So you know about T derives number anta helbidtira. T derives number. The meaning is whatever a value should be there, that should be assigned to T, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You come to according to that rule. See, T is dependent on what now?
That is number, ma'am.
T is dependent on what value?
Number.
Value.
That is
Number
2.
value. Can you confirm that one? T is dependent on what? Number. Can you tell me, can I take T as a parent? Number
Yes,
as
ma'am.
number as a child? Is it very, very important now? for that to understand your definition. T can a parent and number is a
Yes.
child. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Parent is dependent on what? Parent is dependent on for the computation value only its children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
the children have only one children. I can call it parent is dependent on only on its child. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you see your definition now. See, synthesize attribute at node n. See, synthesize attribute at node n is defined only in terms of attributes values at the children of children of n. What are the children of n?
That
Number.
is ma'am.
Children of n is num, and you can have another or at the n itself, or it can be sometime parent, or it can be its dependence on only its children. If this condition, any one of the condition is satisfied, then it is called as what type of attributes?
Synthesis
Attribute.
Clear now? What is definition of synthesized attributes? The synthesized attributes nothing but the synthesized attribute node is dependent on only its children or itself. Then it is called as a synthesized attribute. Clear? According to my definition, I can take now what is T. T can be defined as a synthesized attribute. Can I take T as synthesized attribute?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
If you want synthesized attribute, you can write SYN. Okay, you can write SYN, or you can take TA dot val, anything. But somewhere else you put note, I am considering value has synthesized attribute. Okay, na? Or you can write SYN has a synthesized attribute. Wherever you want, you can use only SYN. Any doubt, please? Any doubt? Okay, now what is the value of now? Can I copy these two to here directly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this synthesized value is now 2. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I move on to the E value? Shall I move on
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
next step, E value? Can you tell me what is the E value now?
E is dependent on T, ma'am.
Very
So-
good. E is one on the point here. E is dependent on what?
Synthesis value of
Then
T.
E is synthesized or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
E is synthesized. Can I write SYN?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. That will E is synthesized because it depends on only its children. Can you tell me what is the value of this?
2, ma'am.
It is that just passed down to next level, right?
Yes, ma'am.
2. Clear? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Shall we go for the last one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, okay. You are in this level. See, E is dependent on what?
Is dependent
E and
on
T, ma'am.
How many childs are there?
3, ma'am.
3.
3. See, in that 3, can I compute it directly now? Can I got E value? Because it have E, this is dependent on this, and it have a plus operator and dependent on T. So, do you compute T? Without computation of T, can you able to find out the last root node?
No, ma'am.
Because that E is dependent on 3 children. One is E, one is plus, one is T. But I know E, I have a operator plus, but I don't know what is T. Is it yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Then how to calculate T?
T is dependent on
Dependent on number.
N.
T is synthesized attribute and it has value 3, ma'am.
Very good. T can take synthesized attribute?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. T number value will be move on to what? T. What is the value now?
3, ma'am.
3. Super. See now can I calculate the root node? E.
Yes, ma'am.
How many children are there? 3 children.
That is 3.
Okay. What is the value of E? E is dependent on only its children? Only its children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then what is the value of that? You have to take 2. You have to take plus 2 plus 3. What is the value?
5.
5. 2 plus 3 is 5. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
See, it is synthesized attribute or what?
Yes, ma'am. It's synthesized attribute.
How to write for that?
And
That's why
E dot syn
Okay.
equal to 5.
What's the value?
5.
See how this 5 will get? What is the rules for that? How this 5? It's a combination for what? E dot synthesis plus.
T dot synthesis.
Is it right? It's the addition of these two things will be assigned to E dot synthesis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, yesterday I told one more thing. E derives E plus T. Both are E will get difficult to find out for while writing rules. Shall I write this is an even? See, actually both E's are same, but only distinguish between the head of the symbol and body of the symbol. I am writing it E1 as a subscript. Can I take like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now for this rule, here you're writing E. Can I write this is an E1?
Yes, ma'am.
Then shall I write here E1?
Yes.
And this E dot synthesize is equal to E1 dot synthesize plus T dot synthesize, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is only your rules. That's all. See, for every, so now I adding for my parse tree attributes also I'm adding. See, I'm adding attributes for all the symbols.
Ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
60
Yes,
members
ma'am.
idera ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಬ್ರೆ. You have attributes for all the symbol as well as values also I computed. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yes, ma'am.
this tree is called dash tree. What is the name of the tree?
Synthesis.
What is the name of the tree?
Sorry. Annotated.
Annotated tree. What is your question? Construct annotated tree for the expression 2 plus 3. See, now tree is called not a parse tree. Now tree is called
Annotated.
annotated tree. See, I will rewrite once again. Okay, what are the things you have to remember? You have to check it now. See, now the tree is called annotated tree. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
for the operators, we can take directly, no, ma'am.
Yeah, operators you can take directly only. Only the grammar symbol only you should be required. Okay. We are telling only the grammar symbol. The grammar symbol can be terminal, non-terminal, but don't take an operator for that one. Okay, operator will be directly it's given from the lexical analyzer. Don't need for that one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the same diagram I will write once again. Okay. Carefully you should be write. You should be use pencil, pen, different color because there are so many arrow mark will be coming in the diagram to identify that. In exam also dark line, light line you should be required. The first because you should be show in the same diagram parse tree or you can show it in different two types of diagram. One is parse tree separately and annotated tree separately. First you should be construct parse tree. Okay, this tree is called what? Parse tree. If you want, you can write separately parse tree. After that, once again, write same thing. You make parse tree as an annotated tree. First, you should be learn how to write parse tree. Okay, next step. I should be at lexical value. That is an attribute I am adding. What is the value now? 2. What is the name of this attribute name? Okay, now. Any doubt? I'm computing which node first? I'm computing which node first? I'm computing first. I'm computing first as a num.lex value 2, right? Next, I want to write evaluation order also. Topological sort, I want to write it. See, topological sort means how my evaluations goes on. Which node should be calculated first, which node should be calculated second. For that, I want to write a number for every productions. Okay, shall I give number 1 for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I want to find out T. What is T now? T is a parent, number is a children. T is dependent on only on the child. For that, can I write synthesize?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Nang answer barbeku. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the value. After that, I will call you one by one. For the first problem, I am asking generally. What is t dot sync? Can I write 2 now? Can I write 2 now? Answer
ma'am.
ಹೇಳಗಂಟ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. Can I give name as a 2 now?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the dependency graph now? Which one is dependent on what?
T is dependent on
Shall I write like this?
Yes, ma'am.
This is called dependency graph. The same graph, annotated graph, you should be also show the dependency graph as well as the number. It should be common for all types of problem. This is the common. Dependency is what? Which node is dependent on what value? How the arrow marks is going on. Okay. Which one should be computed next one?
E, ma'am.
Shall I type for E? Shall I write SYN?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
What is
ma'am.
what's the value of this?
2,
2, ma'am.
2 only. Okay. Then what is the number?
3.
3. Okay. What is an arrow mark?
Arrow towards E, ma'am, from T.
That is means I am computing 3 from the node 2. Then 2 to 3. Correct? Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Then where can I come to computation? Next one. Which node? Which number? Which node? Shall I give this as a 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I want to calculate T right before E. Now, which one? What is an attribute name?
SYN, ma'am.
Very good. This is SYN. See, what is the value of this?
3,
What is the number of node? Node number.
5.
5, ma'am.
Arrow mark.
4 to
4
5.
towards 5, ma'am.
Okay. What is the next evaluation?
Root node E, ma'am.
ಏನಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕು?
It is synthesis. Yes,
What is
ma'am.
the value?
5, ma'am.
5. Number.
6, ma'am.
How to evaluate 6? It is dependent on what?
3 child nodes, ma'am.
It should be getting from 3 also. Then it should be getting from 5 also, including that you have a pluses also there. Yes. Correct?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Okay. Now this tree you had to write like this only. You had to use anything dark, bold madi, dark madi, but you should be clearly identified what I am showing that one. See, all blue color lines, blue color what I am writing, it is called your parse tree. Whatever I am representing in that, this is I am making a red line, right? This is red arrow mark. It will go for all these for dependency graph. See, okay, now that tree is called annotated tree with dependency graph. Example, write the annotated tree and also show dependency graph. Okay, the next steps I want to write topological order. See, topological order should be right always n1 should be less than n2. See, whenever you write, don't write 2, 1. Can I write 2, 1? It should be always that one first to be evaluated first only. After the first what? If we move on to any node to take, that should be less than the previous number. Like that, you should be write it. First is calculated, next is second, then next is what? 3. Next is what? Which one should be evaluated? 4.
4.
After 4, it will go to 5. After 5, it will reach to what? 6.
6.
You can't able to write 6, 5, 3. Can you possible to write like this? No, right. Every node is dependent on the previous node. Previous node you are already evaluated. Then you already give the number. That's any number, it should be less than this. Any two number, whatever your computation, that should be less than that. We have a rules for the dependency graph. N1 should be less than N2 only. Then always the dependency graph, we should be right like this. Okay, clear? Clear for this, whatever I'm writing? These are three things for every problem. Annotated tree you have to construct, dependency graph you should be right, and topological order you should be right it. Okay, now after this you should be right SDD. SDD is what? Syntax directed definition. I have to write rules for the computation. How to write rules for the computation? Shall I move on to the next part?
Yes,
After
ma'am.
I complete it, I will go to inherited attributes. Okay, as of test, you don't have inherited attributes. Don't confuse. Okay, you have a internals only synthesized attributes. Okay, shall I move on to the next slide? Okay, now I have to write SDD, syntax directed definition. Syntax directed definition is nothing but I have to write the attributes for every grammar symbol as well as the rules. The rules is called semantic action. It is called as an SDD. How to write SDD? You have to take. You have to write production. Just I am taking simple problem. Okay, production as well as semantic rules. Okay, what are the productions I given?
E derives E plus T or T.
Don't write in the same line because I want to write every rules, right?
Yes, ma'am.
T derives number.
No.
As sake of I use only number, you can take number only. Okay. Any doubt in these steps?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, for every production, I want to write the rules. By attaching a grammar symbol, then I have to write the rules. Shall we start write the rules? Table is
Yes,
over.
ma'am.
Table is over. Okay. You look at your diagram. You will look at your diagram. What is the last one? Always you start from the last one. What is the last one? T derives number. What is T value? Check the diagram. What is T value?
Two, ma'am.
T value is
Sir.
dependent on what? You talk about with
Num.
attributes. T dot sync is equal to num dot lex value. Can I write?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
T
ma'am.
dot, because the attribute name is what? Sync. Because you have to attach attributes also as well as the rules also I want to write. T dot sync is equal to num dot value. Can I write? Are you agree with me for
Yes,
writing for that rules? Okay. Can I write here? T dot sync is equal to num dot lex value. Anybody, any doubt from these lines? Clear? You can check the diagram. Okay, next. Next rule. E derives T. How to write for this rule? You can go back to your diagram, check out. E dot sync is equal to T dot sync.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Can I
ma'am.
write E dot sync is equal to T dot sync? Please tell me any doubt in this rule?
No, ma'am.
No. Shall I go for the first rule? The first rule is E derives E plus T. How to write? See the diagram. How you get 5?
E dot sync equal
Is
to
equal
E dot sync plus T dot sync.
Okay, is it right? Can you take that one? Very good. E dot sync is equal to E dot of sync plus T dot of,
Sync.
okay. Any doubt? Shall I add these one here to get differentiation, head of the production and body of the production? It's not required, but for your convenient, I am writing. After that, the problem is big, you will get more confused. Okay, for that I am writing. Okay, now.
Okay, ma'am.
Shall I go for the next? See, in the exam, if you ask it for, the question is, if you want, can take the question. Right? The question is like that. You can write the question. Give STD for simple desk calculator. Give STD for simple desk calculator. And also write, give STD for simple desk calculator and also write annotated parse tree. Full stop. Okay. You can take another type of question. Second one. Assuming a suitable STD, comma, construct a syntax tree, it is called sometimes syntax, construct annotated tree for expression, a minus 4 plus c. Assuming a suitable STD, construct an annotated parse tree for given expression. See, some of the question paper, production is not given. See, in this my question, I dictate 2 questions. For both the question, I am not giving production. Okay, you should be check your input. See, my input, what is there? How many operators are there? Second
2,
question.
ma'am.
As per the question, I have a second. One is minus is there, one is plus is there. So you should be modify these production has, the production contain both plus and minus. Okay. See, I will give next, after that, next class I will give the general production. See, the first question, what is the first question? Write an STD for desk calculator. See, calculator have how many options? Plus, minus, star and division. You should be include all the operator in while taking in the production steps. Okay. Clear? In the question, he is not mentioning what type of parsing. See, if a question is generally you are asking, always choose bottom-up parsing productions only. Always choose bottom-up production only. No need to remove left recursion from the grammar. No need to remove left recursion from the grammars. I am doing now bottom-up parsing. If the question is general, he not mentioning anything in the question paper, you take bottom-up parsing because it is the easiest to write in the exam. If in the question, construct annotated tree for calculator using top-down parsing for the input a plus b, if it is given, assume it is construct annotated tree using top-down parsing for a plus b. Then, whatever the first person, some student is asking, shall I remove left recursion? For now, what to do?
You need to remove left recursion.
Remove the left recursion for the same grammar. That production should be taken as per the initial thing to do for the SGD and annotated. Clear? Okay, there are 3 types of problem will be coming in the exam with respect to SGD. Normally, as your textbook he mentioned, one is construct annotated tree by using bottom-up parse tree. for the calculator problem only. Second one is construct annotated tree for top-down parsing with all the operator. If you learn all the operator, then the exam, any input is given, you just write that diagram, table. Third one is declaration statement. This is also very, very important. Third question. See, for example, you have a int a comma b. For this is my input. For int a comma b is a C statement. For this, you should be construct annotated. There is no evaluation here. I am not getting single answer. Just you have to matching int is over, a is over, comma is over, b is over. See, this is for your declaration statement. See, normally in your textbook, he explained these three problems. We will do these three problems on SDD. You have to write annotated parse tree, you have to write evaluation order, and I have to write a topological sort number for the given expression. Any doubt? See, what are the things to be write for the exam? If you ask construct annotated parse tree and SDD, you first write these three. Because once the tree is constructed, then the production is very easy to write it. If you know production first, you can write the production and can write the tree. But normal method is first construct the tree. After construct the tree, you can get an idea how to write your semantic rules. For this is called SDD, syntax directed definition for bottom up parse tree. See, I want to tell one more thing. See, in this diagram, all are synthesized attributes only. Do you have enumerated?
No.
The annotated tree contain all the attributes or synthesized attributes. Then it is called S attributed definition. What do you call? All the attributes or synthesized attributes in the diagram. Then that is called S attributed definition. Yes, attributed definition. Please make it out note. See, that is very, very important for that. Write down. And S attributed SDD and S attributed SDD comma STD that involves only synthesized attribute. STD that involves only synthesized attribute is called S attributed definition. S attributed definition. STD that involves only synthesized attribute is called S attributed definition. Close the double edited comma for that one. Okay. Full stop. Next line. In S attributed STD, each rule computes. In S attributed STD, each rule computes an attribute. Each rule computes an attribute for the non-terminal. At the head of a production. From attributes taken from dash. Taken from dash. What is a dash? Read the statement. Can you tell me the dash? Each rule computes an attribute for the non-terminal at the head of the production from the attributes taken from the dash.
Terminal nodes.
Taken from the body. It not every time it's not terminal, no. E during C plus T anta body of the production, you should be tell me. Don't write X value or less. This is called our evaluating from what? From the body of the production. From the body of the production. First step. Next point. S attributed SDD S attributed STD can be implemented by attributed STD can be implemented by in conjunction with LR parser. LR parser. Can you tell me LR parser command in bottom up parsing or top down parsing?
Can you repeat, ma'am?
Yeah, an S attributed SDD syntax directed definition can be implemented in conjunction with an LR parser. Full stop. LR parser full stop. The LR parser where it is come? Bottom up parsing or top down parsing? LR
Bottom
parser.
up.
Very good, because LL parser is top down, left LL. LR parser is bottom up. Because of that, conjunction with LR parser full stop. Synthesize attribute can be conveniently handled. Synthesize attribute can be conveniently handled during bottom up parsing. As it builds the parse tree from bottom up. As it builds the parse tree from bottom up, full stop. From the bottom up, full stop. Next line, next point is very, very important. An SDD without side effects. An STD without side effect is sometimes called attribute grammar. Without side effects is called attribute grammar. See here, there is no affecting for any of the terminal. It's directly dependent only its children. So for purely it is constant and purely it is only the children. Because of that, it's called as an attribute grammar. Okay, these are what is S attributed definition. See now all the attributes are only synthesized attribute. Because of that, it's called as an S attributed definition. See, we have a small code on S attributed definition. How you are evaluating? I will show in that in slide for that. Before that, I will move on to next. What is inherited attribute? Still, my definition is not over. What is inherited attribute? Just I will show the what is inherited. I have not solved the problem. Synthesized attribute. Okay, let me take one now. Production. Synthesized attribute for that. T derives ft dash. T dash derives star ft dash t1. See, this is the distinguish between head of the production and body of the production. T dash derives epsilon. F derives digit. Okay, now. Since production is given, assume production is given, you should construct annotated parts for the same input. 2 plus 3. Okay, using this production. After constructing the parts tree, you should be write semantic rules for every line. Okay, this is your task. Okay, just you have to take the input. From those input, I want to construct a annotated tree. In that, I will explain what is inherited attributes. Okay, can you construct syntax tree for this parse tree for 2 plus 3 using this production? Can you construct 2 plus 3 parse tree? How to construct parse tree? You start from the root. T derives what? T derives F T dash. After that what? Really plus ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? You take plus only. Sorry. Okay. Now T dash derives what? ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. You should be writing. Give a space between every standing line. That one's line between that. The first F is matching for the 2. 2 is over. Plus is over. Again I have a F. The F can be replacing by what?
Digit, ma'am.
F can be replacing by what? Digit. Can I replace this F by digits?
Yes, ma'am.
What about T dash?
It's
Replaced by
epsilon.
epsilon, ma'am.
Here one that T dash derives what? Does it record anything? Did you match your input? 2 plus 3 is over.
Yes, ma'am.
Digit is matching
need
2. Second digit is 3. What about this?
Epsilon.
Epsilon.
Artha aita? First you should be learn how to construct your parse tree. Okay. This is your construction of our parse tree. For this parse tree, I want to make it as what?
Rotate tree.
I want to convert to annotated tree. What is the first step?
We'll take terminal
Digit is what?
symbol.
Digit is lexical value.
Yes, ma'am.
This digit is also lexical value. Is it right? Can I
Yes,
give
ma'am.
lex value?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the number? 2.
2.
Lex value is given by the lexical analyzer. That value should be 3. Any doubt? See, you can also compute all the terminals value first term only. No need to wait for that also. Okay. What I am saying is, when in this diagram is come, see 1 to 2 is over, right? 1 to 2 is over in this one. First step is 1 to 2 you are doing now. All of you look my diagram. First step is 1 to 2 is computation. Is it yes or no? The same way you have a number is also there in the right hand side for the 3 number dot x value. You can give number 3 is also for this one. 3 to 4. You can give this instead of 4 to 5. You can also give 3 to 4. You can compute all the terminal nodes first. It is left to you for that one. You can write anyway. See, instead of giving 3 for this node, you can compute it 3 to 4. Later you can come for this part also. That means if you want, you can compute terminal nodes first, or else you can go with what I am following that rules that is. Okay, now come. Shall I give node number 1 for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about F now? Please tell me, what about F?
F is
Yeah.
dependent on digit value, ma'am.
F is dependent on digit value and it is synthesized attribute.
Yes, ma'am.
See, you can also use synthesize as a VAL also. So VAL is what? I'm writing a note. VAL is taken as synthesize attribute in my problem. Okay. Any doubt? Or you can also take sync is also synthesize attribute. See what I'm telling? Different types of value I'm writing. That's all. You can also write any variable for that. I'm not taking same thing as say whatever previously I'm using sync. If you want, I will take the SYN only. Can you tell me which one can I take it? Whichever you're comfortable, you tell me that one.
SYN, ma'am. SYN.
Keep it in mind. You are telling for SYN, but before okay. I'll come to your point only. Okay. Now shall I take this is an SYN because this indicates synthesize attribute. Okay. Now I change it. This is my synthesize attribute. Okay. The next, what is the value of this?
2, ma'am.
Very good. This value is 2. What is the number of that? Evaluation order number? 2. What is an arrow mark?
And towards the
Is there any doubt? Any doubt in these steps?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you go to next step T? Can you possible to evaluate T now?
No, ma'am.
Is it possible to evaluate T now? No. Then where to come? T dash. Can you able to find out this T dash? This T is dependent on 2 children, but I have only 1 children value, but I don't know second children values. Yes or no? Yes. Then I move on to this step. This T dash have 3 children. Can you possible to compute these 3 children? Did you already computed? No. No, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We have
Then we have to compute for this one. What is now? I have a terminal node. Which number can I give it? It is dependent on what now? F is dependent on only children. Then I can give this as synthesize. What is the number?
3.
3.
3. F is dependent on synthesis 3. Oh, what is that evaluation number? Can I give 3? Can I
Yes.
go 4? Okay. Shall I give arrow mark like this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, tell me next step. How to compute for the next step? Be carefully, give your all interest to understand the next step, please. Can it possible to compute T dash? See, T dash have 2 children, plus I have. 3 is also I have. Can I able to compute only with plus 3? What is missing here? I don't have a first operand. Yes or no? Do you have a operand for that? Without operand, how can you compute for only plus and 3? Is it possible?
Uh,
So here, do you have any value for this? Because it have a epsilon. If you have only epsilon, I'm not getting anything for T dash also. Still T dash is also question mark. Okay. Then how to compute now T dash? If it is any grammar symbol, it depends on only its children, then it is called synthesize attribute. I'll write it. But now I have to compute for these T dash. I have a 3 children. One is plus, one is F, one is T dash. But in these 3 children, I have only 2 values, but I don't know T dash because T dash has epsilon. Then I have only plus and 3. I want to compute plus and 3. I have to inherit the value from, there are 3 options. What is inherited attributes? There are 3 options for the inherited attributes. Either it can inherit it from its left child, this is the left subtree, or it can inherit it from its parents, or it can inherit it from itself. There are 3 left sub siblings. See, are you able to find me? Can it possible to find out that T dash? No. Okay. Now take down the definition of inherited attribute. What is inherited attribute? Yesterday I already gave the definition. Just to understand the definition, I am explaining through the problem. An inherited attribute at node n is defined only in terms of, I will only continue the class. Don't worry about CG class till 10 o'clock me one. In terms of, again I will take 11:30 to 12:30. Attributes value at n parent. So it can depends on its parent or n itself or it from siblings, neighbor. So you should be clear about your definition. This is your inherited attribute. When I can take inherited. See, if possible, you take them from the only children, I can write synthesize. But now, inherited attributes in node n is defined only in terms of the attributes value at n. It can be n parent from its parents. It can inherit from the parents, or it from n itself, the same node, or it from n siblings. These are the three things you can make it as a inherited attributes. Clear the definition? Shall I move to the problem? Shall I go?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, look at the problem. There are three things. You can inherit from its parent, first one. Can you able to inherit from the parents now? Because parent only question mark. Yes, right. I can inherit from the parent. But this is your children.
No, no.
From the inherited can inherit, but the parent only question mark I can't take. And second one is n itself. Say I don't have anything for the child to take it. That is also a problem. Then third one, I can inherit from the siblings. What are the siblings? Can I inherit from here? This is called siblings. It can inherit from your left hand side of the tree to computation. Can I take? Because I want to require 2 plus 3. I want to get one more thing from that left hand side. So left hand side is called siblings. The sibling is 2. I have to get 2. 2 plus 3. Anushri. 2 plus 3 is what? 5. 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I inherit it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I take 2? See, assume if you're not able to find out for that these node, if you're not able to find out for these node, you can inherit it from its parent, or inherit it from itself, or inherit it from the siblings. You can apply any one of the rule and do it. See, now I got the third one. I can inherit it from the siblings. When I'm inherited from the siblings, see what happens. I'm inherited to this t dash only, no? I'm inherited to t dash. See, when these have a inherited, see, for every inherited attribute, you have a both inherited value and as well as a synthesis value. See, when I am inherited from anywhere, for any of the grammar symbol, that grammar symbol contain both inherited attribute as well as the synthesis attribute. See, inherited attributes only the part of the answer. See, not complete answer. Synthesis attribute it is overall complete answer. See, it depends only its children. That value should be computed. It will store it in as a synthesis attribute. See, now, because now t dash have inherited, I have to write inh. Inh for what? T dot of inh. T dot of inh is inherited. See, when t dash, I am inherited from where?
From the subling F, ma'am.
Shall I write 2?
Yes, ma'am.
2 is nothing but what? What is the formula? T dash of inh is equal to f dot of sync. It is from what?
F
F
dot C.
dot of sync. Because is it required to write the formulas also? No. Whenever you're asking, for this I want to write formula here, no semantic rules. Whenever you
ma'am.
want to write semantic rules, t derives ft dash. First I want to write what is t dash. The t dash is what? I am inheriting first inherited value I have to compute it. Now I got computed value is f dot sync. See that number, what is the number I am giving? For 3 is over, 4 is over, then you should be give inherited as a 5 number. This is number is what?
5.
5, because I'm inherited from that to this, inherited is over. Okay, now we can compute. See, wherever inherited should be there, the t dash, carefully observe, this t dash contain synthesize also. See, while taking synthesize, I can't take syn because this way syn and this way syn is different. See, normally syn, I am using that that variable as syn. For this grammar symbol, this is a t dash is a grammar symbol. It contains both inherited and synthesis. You should be use different variable. different variable for this. Instead of syn, I can take val. Val is also synthesize attribute for the grammar symbol what? T dash. For that, instead of syn, I am writing as val. See, now val is also synthesize attribute for the T dash. Synthesize attribute for the T dash. Please look onto this one. Synthesize attribute for the T dash. Okay. Any doubt? But till this answer is question mark. But why? Because it is synthesized attribute. Synthesized attributes depends on all the children plus f dot synthesis and t dash of t dash. But till t dash is not known what is the value because of epsilon. Because of epsilon, I am not calculated. This thing is still question mark. When t dash of epsilon you are calculated, then only you can fulfill these things. Then only I can fulfill this t data value. Okay, clear? See now, what value shall I compute at next one? Can I compute? Now I have a 2 from the inherited. 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. I have answer. See, where are you? Are you in node number 5? Any doubt in the node number 5?
Ma'am,
Any doubt?
here, ma'am, I have
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah.
Ma'am, here you said like we'll be inheriting from either parent or itself or from the
sibling.
sibling, ma'am. So
Okay.
here we are inheriting from sibling to T dash.
Yeah,
So like,
T dash.
and then it will be inherited to plus or like we'll be directly calculating, ma'am.
Yeah, now I got 2, I got it, plus I got it, 3 I have. Still I am not calculating. 2 plus 3 is there. Okay. For that part, 2 is there. I am inherited from the parent 2, plus is there, 3 is there. I want to come here. I want to calculate this T dash. Okay. I want to calculate from T dash. See, now the root has 2 is there. A left hand side plus is there. Next is 3 is there. Okay, now. But I want to calculate what is this T dash. But T dash have epsilon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Epsilon is nothing, but I want to able to calculate these question mark. How to calculate? As your inherited definition. What's your inherited definition? You can take from. You can take from.
Left sibling,
You
siblings
can take from
Parent.
the parent. You can
and
take from the parent as well as you can take from the siblings also.
siblings of
Okay. From the parent, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ? From the parent,
that
2
T
is
dash
ಬರ್ತಿದೆ.
dot inh.
From the left hand side, siblings, plus I got it, 3 I got it. From the parent also you can inherit it. From the siblings also inherited. I got these things. What is the answer now?
that is 5, ma'am.
5. See now I'm inherited, right? What is that inherited now? T1 dot of inh. This is inherited value I'm writing. inh. inh. Where are from inherited? One is from
That is
T dash of inh plus from one more is from f dot of sync. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Wherever you have inherited, that this is your inherited, right? This inherited contains synthesis also.
Dot VN.
This I have to write T dash of 1. Every grammar symbol, if have inherited, always it should be have a synthesis value also. See now what is synthesis value? What is the definition of synthesis value? Can I give node number 6 now?
Yes, ma'am.
See from 5 to
5 to 6
6.
and
Okay, now this is your 7 number.
yes, ma'am.
See now what is synthesis? Synthesis says it is depends only its children. Synthesis says it's only its children, but children is epsilon. See, you have to remember the rules. When the children is epsilon, whatever the value computed from the inherited, I will write here. When the children is epsilon, whatever the value computed for inh, that only you can assign into synthesis value. That means T dot of val is equal to T dot of inh. So this is in T dash, right? T dash. T dash, I got 2 plus 3 is 5. I have stored it in the previous diagram. Now I want to find out what is T dot value is question mark. So T dot value is nothing but synthesize attribute. Synthesize attribute is nothing but epsilon. Because of epsilon, what it says, whatever the value computed for the INH, that should be same copy will be stored into synthesize also. ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ 5 ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ 5 ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ can I write like this T dot of val is equal to T1 dot of INH. Okay. Now this also 5. Okay. What is an arrow mark?
6 to 7.
That is 6 to 7. It should be computed like this. You should be get the value from this. You had to inherit from this also, right?
Yes, ma'am. And
From that 3.
also.
Yeah. Now she should be go to this. I am copied on to T dot of value. Okay, now.
Yes, ma'am.
What is remaining now?
Remaining
Once again,
nine.
this problem I will explain after the test. Just I want to understand what is inherited attribute I am telling. Okay. So this problem is not included for your internals, but should be there for exam. But we should be aware about how to do it. Still you have it out, I will explain. Okay, now you come to this question mark. This question mark is over. Synthesize attribute for the first level. T dash of value. What is T dash of value now? It is value is nothing but synthesized attributes. It depends on only its children. Plus 3 matte last one. See, once you are already inherited, don't need to multiply. Once again add it. Final answer where it is stored? Final answer stored it in T dash 7 node. That 7 node should be copied on to which node? You
That
have
is
to give one more node
8.
number. 8. Whatever the value already copied on this node number 7, that answer should be copied on here. Okay, this is also 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This node is also 5. What is the formula? T dash of val is equal to T1 dash of val. For that time, distinguish between subscript. Okay, which one is T, which one is T val? T dash of val is equal to T1 dot of val, that is 5. Then what about this question mark? Is it synthesized attribute or inherited attribute?
Synthesizing.
Synthesize attribute, yes. What is the normal synthesize you are declaring variable? SYN.
SYN.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. This is SYN. What is the node number?
It is 9.
9. What is the value? Is it required these two? Because you already inherited.
Yes, ma'am.
No
No,
need
not
to take that
required.
one. From where to where I have to write the arrow mark? 8 to
8
9.
to 9, ma'am.
8 to
What is
9.
the answer?
5, ma'am.
5. What is the formula for T dash of sync?
T dash dot val.
Very good. This formula you have to write. T dash of sync is equal to T dot of value. Then how to write arrow mark? Should be write big. T dot of val is equal to 9. Okay na? ಮತ್ತೆ 7 in the arrow mark ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಬೇಕು. From the 7
to 8, ma'am.
To 8.
from the 8 to 9. Okay, this is your top down parsing. Same 2 plus 3. First problem is easy. Or you take again 2 plus 3. If you come to bottom up parsing, it's a top down parsing. You had to get both inherited attributes also synthesized attribute. For this, you have to write a formula. Formula is what? See, you had to fill this for table. Is it right? Still
Yes, ma'am.
SDD is not over, right? I want to write SDD for this according to this grammar. See, then how to write? What is the topological order? What is the topological order? First to 1,
1 to
2, 3 to 4, Next is 5, I am writing node. Next will come to 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
If you give evaluation same number, you can get the same order only. If you do computation first 1 to 2, next other will calculate it, that will order will be changed sometimes. See, different types of number will be giving, different types of order will be getting. Don't think you will get the same order for everyone. See how you start the computation, according to that you will get it. But before computation, you should be know about which one should be have an operator first, which should be computed first, that one. Okay. What is the formula? You write first formula, f dot digit. What is the f dot digit? 1 minute, I will rub unnecessary things in the diagram. Okay. Now tell me, what is the formula for f dot of sync is equal to what? Digit dot of flex value. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
F dot of sync is equal to digit dot of flex value. First formula is over. The second formula is T dash of epsilon. Epsilon gidre synthesize value hey calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? S dot of synthesize is equal to whatever the value stored it is inherited, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever the value is stored in inherited, that value should be copied onto synthesize. For that, T dash of INH.
INH.
Simple rule. Whatever the value calculated the INH, that should be copied onto your synthesized. Then how to calculate this T dash? Second one. See, before calculating synthesize, this is your synthesize, the normal synthesize. Before calculating synthesize, you should be calculate this inherited, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Without
ma'am.
get inherited, I can't able to find out, right? You should be go to diagram. See, I want to calculate this part first. When this part is over, then only I can calculate this part. Node number 6, then only should be go to node number 8. Okay. For that, your rule says T dash of INH is equal to, what is the formula? You have to inherit from where? You have to inherit from where? One the parent plus from your left hand side. Once you got inherited from its parent as well as from the siblings, I got INH. What is synthesize? Whatever you already stored it in INH, that only copied onto your synthesis. See, root number 7 to 8, that is T1 of INH is equal to T dash of synthesis. T1 of INH is equal to T dash of synthesis. Not synthesis, this is inherited. This is for synthesize value. Final value should be copied out. T1 dash of synthesis. The final values is below, right? That 5. Where the 5 is stored it? This one. This is I am taking val. T dot of value should be copied onto from T1 dot of val. This 7 to 8 I am copying. The 7 formula is T1 dot of val. T1 dot of val should be copied onto T1 dot of val is copied onto
T dash of sync.
val ಅಲ್ವಾ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ val, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, T dot of val is equal to T1 dot of val. What about the last rule, first rule? Can you able to find out T directly? Can you able to find out T directly? No. First you should be take the inherited value. What is the inherited value of T dash? T dash of INH. This one. T
T
dash
dash
of
of
INH.
INH equal to T dash of val, ma'am.
No. T dash of INH is equal to F in the togobek first now from the left hand side. F dot of sink is equal to T dash of INH. F dot of sink is equal to T dash of INH. First I am inheriting 2. Once you get inherited, then only should be calculated the sink. That sink is final value of T is T dot of sink is equal to, tell me, 8. Node number 8. What's the node number 8?
T dash of value.
Very good. That's all. See, any problem that semantic rule is same. If you are feeling too difficult to learn your STD, you had to learn the STD as well as only change the operator. ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus ಇದೆ, plus ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. Just you take star, you take minus and division. This is for only top down parsing. Top down parsing, you will not get more than a bigger problem. You will get only this much. I did only 2 variable, but maximum 3 variable only is given. Only bottom up parsing, bigger problem will be given. Top down parsing never give bigger problem. Okay, you had to, you know how to write a parsing. After some problem, you can able to find out how to write the SDD also. See now, this diagram contain both inherited and synthesized, right? This diagram contain both inherited and synthesized, yes or no? This problem contain both synthesized and inherited, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If contain both inherited and synthesized, it is called L attributed definition. L attributed definition. If any of the annotated parse tree contain both synthesized and as well as inherited attribute, then it is called L attributed definition. L attributed definition. Okay, in 2 marks question I will get it. What is L attributed definition? What is S attributed definition? Okay, the second class of SDD is called L attributed definition. You have 2 points are there. Those 2 points I will show it in my PPT for that one. Okay, just you can observe what is inherited attributes, what is synthesized attribute, how to solve the problem in top down parsing, how to solve the problem in bottom up parsing. You learn now. Okay, this problem is not given for the test. This problem should be come under for the next exam. But now have only bottom up parsing, but you should be know about what is L attributed and what is S attributed. Let it today and 11:30 class we learn only for the bottom up parsing problems. Okay, only learn construction of bottom up parsing for any of the grammar input symbol. Let me take the question. First question, write SDD for simple desk calculator. This grammar is common for all the problem. Whatever I am giving today's problem, for all same question, right? SDD for desk calculator. Once you learn your SDD for the calculator, input is given. The input is, I'm varying only input now onwards. Question is same. 3 star 5 plus 4n. 3 star 5 plus 4n. See, n is your ending string. See, some question paper n is given, some question paper n is not given. If not given, don't worry. If it is also given, I will tell you how to modify your grammar. See, if question is given, see, I am doing bottom up parsing. He not mentioning the question is also. By default, I am going to bottom up parsing. I will write for the desk calculator. It contains all the operator. It contains all the operator. Okay. But in the exam, if you require more time to write all the operator, you can choose. You have a star and plus. You can modify your grammar as only star and plus only. See, for only star and plus, I will write it. After that, you want, I will write the general grammar. See, n is there, you just take n here. N is a terminator. If n is not there, just you remove n here. That is only the changes. This n is not matter. The subscription is very, very important. Otherwise, you will get confused. Which is inherited, which is synthesized. See, this is grammar I am given with respect to my input because star and plus is there. I am taking the production star and plus only. See, the third problem I will do as an all the operator. Okay, now your task is start. You have to write the rules for this. Well, first you construct the tree. Later you can go with write the rules. SDD you have to write for every production. First, all of you construct parse tree. Can you put it in the chat box? Parse tree. I will check your parse tree is correct or not. Once the parse tree start, you can go for
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, L derives En, right, ma'am? Like the center one is.
Yeah. One
Okay.
minute. I will rewrite once again if you are confused. This n is only the terminator because the input I have n is there, right?
Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, how to start?
Ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am. Copy ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ.
Becca. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Completed.
Okay. Say start from L. So you have a E N. This is matching for the last N. Okay, what is my input? 3 star 5 plus 4N. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
What about E now? How to derive E? You look at your production. E have what? E have E plus T and E derives T. Which one can I take it now? You have a plus is there, no? It should be match first plus.
Yes,
Can I
E
take
plus-
E plus
plus-
T?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now plus is also matching and T will be derived with F will be derived with digit. I got that one. What about E now? Check it your grammar
derives-
E.
E derives T, ma'am.
T, ma'am.
E derives T. What about T now? Check the production. T have a two production, T star F
T
and F.
star F,
Which one should be best?
T star F, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. T star F. Can I write this is 1? Because both are T is same.
Yes, ma'am. T1.
What about T1? Don't confuse. What is T now? It is like T only. I want to match 3. Can I take F? Or
Yes, ma'am.
can I take F? T with F. What is F? Can I take digit?
Digit, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, now digit is matching for 3, right? What about this? Digit. What about these T now? As per the production,
F, ma'am.
this is
F is digit, ma'am.
now parse tree is over. First, all of you learn how to write the parse tree. So you write separately parse tree and write separately annotated tree. Then you come to know. At least in the examiner, you will get a marks for your parse tree. If you are more difficult to write for annotated. Okay, shall we make annotated tree now quickly?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Small doubt, ma'am. Here E derives T. T derives T star F, no, ma'am. This product we can write here also, no, ma'am. In this way. That is E plus T is there, no, ma'am.
E plus T is there. There.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಡಿರೈವ್ಸ್ ಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಎಫ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬೋದ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಪ್ಪ? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಎಫ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರನೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 3 ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ 5. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳು? ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
5 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ತಪ್ಪಾಗತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ನನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ನೀನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಪಾರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೀನ. ಪಾರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಗೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಿಲ್ಡಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ. We should be go like this, right?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
evaluation, right? Then I can't able to take that one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will write annotated tree in 11:30 class as well as the SDD because I have all 10 o'clock. I can't able to finish it within 5 minutes. Okay. Shall I do at 11:30?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are able to construct in the your break time, I will start at 11:30 exactly. Okay. You start with digit. Digit is digit.lex value or like that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.